Alright, today we're going to talk whatever, some random Under the Cowl of MS podcast episode. Sitting up in my back field for about 2 months out of the year. Month and a half, 2 months out of the year, we get these little wildflowers that grow up in patches all over the yard. I sit there and I leave mine grow. As you can see, none of the neighbors leave theirs grow. I like to leave them grow for the butterflies, for the bees, bumblebees, the regular bees, all that stuff. But yeah, I like to give them stuff to get pollen from. It's kind of hard this time of year, and then I'll cut them down as they get too big, and then I have new batches that grow, and then usually starts mainly orange, then the yellow ones start to pop up, and then this week or next week we should start seeing another new patch of ones that pop up that end up being all purple. I see a few of the purple ones are mixed in with the orange, but yeah, I really like these. They're free. They're flowers, and the neighbors apparently hate them. Apparently the neighbors don't want bees in our future to pollinate stuff so they can eat food or anything. But a lot of the people that have houses with properties and stuff, they focus more on killing everything. As they go around spraying the ortho poisons all over their yard to kill the dandelions every year. And every year they come back, so they re-spray their whole damn yard again to kill everything off. And there it is. Don't realize it's like, oh, if that shit kills something, if something's made to kill anything, and then you're spraying it and inhaling it, and then walking around in it, getting it on your bare skin and all that for the next week or so. It's like, don't you think it's going to affect your body at all? But yeah, people aren't that smart. I really can't believe to this day people still spray poisonous chemicals all over their driveway, yard, everything, let their kids, animals, themselves play in it. And it's like, you think that stuff's just there overnight? No, it's going to sit on that ground for weeks on end unless you get rain, and even if it gets rain, it's going to wash it into the drinking water eventually, wash it into the lakes, rivers, all that stuff. And every spring I get so sick when I drive in the town because they spray the whole walking area. I used to take the dog out there, and I'd get sick in spring, so I quit doing it. Then I started going out to kill them rain areas, and then they started spraying some of those areas too. And I don't think the DNR was doing it. I think other people were doing it. But yeah, I would get so sick from that shit because my MS, it just sets it off. And it's just breathing it when I'm driving around towns and stuff, when we're doing rummaging and stuff like that in spring. All the towns spray everything around their area, all their parks, with all that crap, and it just reeks in the town for a good week or so. But yeah, that's why I like living in the country. What are we going to talk about today? I got nothing too exciting going on. We got some shows and stuff that I checked out recently. Seen a CPO Sharky. Kind of just a military comedy type show, a lot like McHale's Navy style. Has Don Rickles as the sergeant. I can't think of the tall guy's name, but I know him from some stuff back in the 80s, and but I don't remember if I ever seen this show or not, but it was funny. I caught it one early morning when I was up with the cat at 4 in the morning to let him out and feed him, and I haven't been able to find it since, so I don't know what happened with that. Checked out The Flood. It was kind of like a jailbreak style storyline, basically a sci-fi channel style movie type layout. Had Casper Van Dien in it, from Starship Troopers, so I had to check it out because of him. I like all his stuff that he does. I like his character and all his shows, so it was alright. And if it was me, I would have just locked myself in the jail cell with the keys and grabbed a bunch of weaponry and food and water, whatever you needed, and just stayed there and then just killed off the crocs and gators as they came and tried to eat you. But yeah, people were really stupid. They'd go walking out, hear a noise, and you'd see them getting eaten by a croc. We went to the new Mad Max movie, the Furiosa, the prequel, I guess you'd call it, where they go back to Furiosa's childhood and stuff. Thought it was going to get a little pervy, but I'm very happy it didn't. They had Thor as the bad guy, and you basically got drunken Thor with the beard, but not the big pot belly. But yeah, you thought I was going to get, because I don't care for the original Road Warrior. I mean, the rape scene basically threw me off right away, first time I seen it. And ever since then, it's like, oh, that's all you think about. It's a stupid rape scene. I could have dealt without that. This movie started out kind of pervy. I thought we were going to end up seeing some crap with the little girl and all that shit. And thankfully, they didn't go that route. Thor kind of protected her, even though he kidnapped her and all that stuff. But yeah, we get to see a little person on a big person, so I thought we were getting a teaser to Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, but some things happened, and obviously that wasn't the character, unless the character comes back with a damaged body parts and stuff like that. Maybe that could happen too, I'm not sure, who knows. But yeah, I enjoyed it, not as much as the first one. We did get a teaser of like the backside of a Mad Max looking car and Mad Max standing next to it. That was a fun little teaser in there to watch out for. But other than that, yeah, it was enjoyable to see, but yeah, not as fun as the first one. Checked out a Beach Boys documentary, because when I was a kid, I was into the Beach Boys, Jan and Dean and all them surf music bands back in the day, Mamas and Papas, all the early rock and roll from the 60s and stuff, 50s, 60s, I was into when I was a kid for some reason, probably because it was I was basically the accident in the family, born 8 years after my brother, when they were building their forever home and all ready to kick back, relax, let the kids grow up, get them the hell out of the house, and then they end up having a kid while they're building the house. So I ended up growing up around all their music and stuff, and then their boyfriends and girlfriends' musics I'd get hooked on because I'd be hanging out with them, and that's why I was into that type of stuff. But it was a good documentary. It's enjoyable. Mainly watched it just for the music itself. The Oshkosh Center was fun for the Comic-Con we went to last weekend. It's such a nice, clean environment. Small. And you're basically just in the arena part, the floor of the arena, the basketball arena area. All the bleachers all the way around and stuff. But they had a concessions area. No seating or anything that I really seen. There were a couple chairs around, but no seating area in the concession stand area, which kind of surprised me. But I took my seated walker, my smaller one, so I was good to go with that. And then, yeah, parking was right by the structure. You didn't have to walk far. It was really nice. And it was raining that day, so thankfully we were only parked like 10 feet from the door. But the line was out the door when we got there, so. But yeah, it just sadly, they posted it that there'd be creators from 5 different states, that they had an artist alley and all that stuff. And when we got there, Jeff Belke was there, our friend that worked for Disney that has Stanley and his friends, all those characters that we love. And I was all excited because like the day or two before the event, he posted that he was going to have some of the black and white comic covers that he does just partial coloring on, and I just love the way they look. So I was happy I was able to get a couple of those again. A couple awesome spider looking ones. You can check them out on my video after the con. There was a unique dark arts guy. He was fun, an interesting character. I talk about him. We picked up some stuff from him, some mystery bags and stuff. We also had Burrito Supreme. The guy that does that character was there. That was awesome to see him again, but sadly he didn't have no new comics out yet, so I was happy to see that. He's hopefully going to have something this fall with the new comic, so we'll be able to hopefully pick that up then. Our Crimson Cowl Comic Club, Anthony from there is going to be at a con this weekend that we're going to go check out. I'm not sure when this video is coming out. It might come out. Oh no, this one should come out before, because I didn't get one out last week, so I need to get this one out ASAP. But I'm going to probably do like 3 videos today. Plus I got all our previews videos banked. I got to get those out. I got a lot of stuff coming out, so keep an eye out for that. But our Crimson Cowl Comic Club now, for this, at least for the summer, we're doing like 2 episodes a month instead of every week, so we can do some things this summer, because there's so much things. We're constantly, me and my wife are constantly running around to rummages and stuff like that, and events, if we can get someone to watch Ma, so we can get out of the house for a few hours. So we're doing less episodes, but they're good episodes, they're fun episodes. The one we just did has all the previews. Since we're only doing it twice a month, we might as well pump out the previews, one of the episodes. We've been buying, a lot of us have been having a lot less DC and Marvel. Like, I usually only have 1 to 3 in each catalog a month, so that doesn't take too long to go through, because we basically go through the stuff that we're interested in picking up. And then my previews that I do are all the newer stuff. I kind of like to promote anything new that's coming out, new runs and stuff like that, or anything that catches my eye. But yeah, check that out, and hopefully we'll have more creator interviews here pretty soon again. Check out Higgy Pop Comics if you want a highly energetic comic book reviewer. He's fun to watch. I love when he opens his packages with his broadsword or his big old Conan sword or whatever. Looks like he's gonna just trash everything inside it when he does it. But yeah, it's pretty funny. He's got his little things that he does, and lots of little fun little things, and has people pop in and stuff. So check out his things. I've been checking them out recently. I got those introduced to me through Mr. Rigor Mortis 86 that did the contest to help my page out. It's just so awesome that he did that. I mean, granted, I'll never have 1,000 subscribers to the point where you can actually make anything off YouTube or anything like that. I just do it to keep my cognitive issues at bay from my MS, and just because I enjoy talking about comics and stuff, talking about whatever. And I like going on rants, and I'm sick of not having no one to rant to, so I can rant to you, whoever's listening, whoever's watching my crap. Speaking about rants, I've been following Niobe Comics also. because he made a comment on one of my previous videos that his issue 2 was on a page that I was talking about something else, and his comics are through Anarch Press, same ones that Ben Dunn are on, and with Ninja High School, and he's got some awesome Ben Dunn covers. I threw a few bucks out for a contest he ran, hoping that I'd get a pick in there, but get a chance at it. But then as soon as I bought some more tickets, a guy that's sitting there bought a few tickets and sat there and said, well, I don't want to win the prize or anything, I'm just buying tickets to support it. And Naomi's basically telling him, well, I'm still going to put you in there. And then the guy ends up buying $50 more worth of tickets. It's, well, you're obviously going to win if you're going to keep buying up all the tickets, but yet you don't want to win. And it's like, okay. It's like, so you're just babbling on stupidly. It makes no sense. It's like, if you want to support someone but not be part of a contest, just support them. You can send people money through YouTube without being part of the contest. And if you want other people to enjoy the contest, let them enjoy the contest. But if you're going to buy up $50, $100 worth of tickets and stuff and not giving anybody else much of a chance, it's like, yeah, it's better off just to buy one ticket yourself and just take the chance to win or not. But yeah, I stupidly bought a few tickets, but I don't mind because I basically considered it support for the Niobe's podcast. But he's been doing these long podcasts almost every day, and they've been focusing on this lawsuit between Lady Death creator and this company, these Wheelers or whatever. And it's just, I guess they have like Star Wars comics and other comics, and they have these characters that, this one character, she's the same color as Lady Death, the same hairstyle, kind of flowing, the same abs, the same thighs, and they're wondering why they're getting sued or for likeness rights or whatever. And it's like, well, it's not that hard to come up with your own damn character. You can still parody the concept of the character, which you can get away with that, but when you're parodying the actual image of the character and it's looking very close to the image of the character, then yeah, creators are going to come after you for that. But I don't blame them one bit for going after them. But yeah, I don't know enough about it myself, but I didn't know what the laws were. But I keep seeing these creators do these things where it's like, did you even ask for rights to do this? It's like, you're basically taking someone's stuff, putting it into a book, and calling it your own, and collecting money for it. And it's just, so, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. I feel you should have to play as far away from the imagery as possible if you're parodying something, but yet you could sit there and maybe have like a piece of jewelry or a piece of weaponry or something like that, or a head guard or something that's will kind of help you understand who the character is, but yet not play off that character's full image that much. I did the wrestling Dead Wrestlers podcast, and I forgot to mention I've been watching some fun videos on Peacock, the Undertaker video, the Mankind video, you got Edge and Christians, and there's so many different individual character ones, did the NWO ones and all that. Get to see the black and white NWO era, the black and red Wolfpack days, all of that stuff. This Is Awesome is a more upbeat, positive style thing, whereas the Dead Wrestlers I focused on more like the Dark Side of the Ring and stuff like that. I also mentioned the Von Erichs with a podcast, and I thought about it for a while. And I don't think it was the Busted Open podcast, which they have stuff out almost every day. They put out stuff, but I think it was actually the Chris Jericho podcast that Kevin Von Erich and his two sons were on, because Chris is part of AEW, and that's where the Von Erich kids are wrestling. And they gave a really good look back at the Von Erich history, because this new documentary that's out just kind of focuses more on the dark parts of life and doesn't really focus on the whole story and the whole background. So if you want the whole story, you get it from the horse's mouth, get it from the family. And I'm almost positive it was Chris Jericho's podcast. So if you're interested in the Von Erich's history, definitely check out that episode. That was highly interesting and informative. I'm about a season and a half into Resident Alien with Alan Tudyk. I don't know for sure how to say his name, but yeah, he's doing an awesome job in that. That's a really fun show. And they have the Resident Alien comic book, which I didn't check out, but now I want to catch the trade when it comes out. I'm gonna probably pick that up and see what they did with that. Last one I talk about that I've been watching is Boy Kills World. Is a movie with the character's voice is done by Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers and Archer. So that sucked me in right away, because I've been doing a deep dive on the Archer series, which I never fully checked out, and now I am, and it's just hilarious. I love that series, especially the crossover episode. I think it's like season 3 at damn hiccups now. Season 2 or season 3 has a Bob's Burger crossover episode where Bob's a hitman and all this stuff. It's fun. I love all those shows, and some of the other characters from Bob's Burgers been crossing over into it, I've noticed lately. So those have been really fun. Other than that, it's basically a show about a guy that shit. I lost the whole premise now. He basically just becomes this hitman in, like, I want to say like a game style world. I can't think of the overall premise, but basically it's all action all the time, non-stop action. And if you are like me at all and always wanted to see scenes with someone getting their asses shredded up by a cheese grater, this is an excellent movie for that. Ouch. I always wondered. And it's like, that would have to hurt. And then he just doing this battle scene in the kitchen, just effing people up with the cheese grater left and right. And it's just, yeah, it was awesome. So check out Boy Kills World if you want a fun, fast-paced, all-action type movie. That was a good one. I'm glad I checked that out. I don't know how I came across it. It was just sitting in one of my watch lists. I don't know what I watched on. It might have been Amazon, might have been Paramount Plus, Peacock. Don't think it was. I think it was either Amazon or Hulu, probably. But yeah, check those out. Otherwise, I am going to end this here, I guess. There's not much more for me to talk about. I will be getting back to you. There's good, like I said, you got previews episodes coming out. We got another con coming up this weekend we'll be doing stuff for. I'm sure I'll pick stuff up. I can't see about going to a con and not picking something up. I got a lot of stuff planned, but that's been my life. I got to stop talking about things that I'm going to be doing because they never happen. There's just not enough time in a day. I got so much shit going on that it just not getting there. Not getting all the stuff done I wanna. But we are getting things changed around. The wife's moving her stuff downstairs. She wants to be around me more, not have her room upstairs. So we're gonna turn that upstairs room into storage. Get some more stuff hopefully moved out of our way so we can clean some stuff up and rearrange some things and set some new areas up and see what happens. But yeah, so keep following under the Cowl of MS. Rate, review, subscribe. Sorry, I had my hand over the camera there for a second. Rate, review, subscribe, like, tell a friend, help us out. Check out Crimson Skull Comic Club, and we will get back to you with more of these videos soon. All right, take care. Bye.